Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gumby here, bringing you another video today, and today I want to do something a little different. I want to try to do a live commentary of my tour of the new tower that was introduced in Bungie's 2.0 expansion for Year 2 of Destiny. I've already gone through the tower. I was able to play a little bit yesterday, so I was looking at some of the new things that was offered. One thing that I did differently with Taken King than I did with House of Wolves is I'm going to this expansion almost completely blind. I'm trying to stay off looking at spoilers on Reddit. I'm trying to not watch any trailers that come out. And it's hard when I'm trying to make YouTube videos at the same time. But I burn through the House of Wolf content so quickly that I'm trying to go into Taken King, fresh year, new expansion, and I want to just go in like fresh eyes. I'm super excited about it. So, like I said, I walked through the tower briefly already, and I was able to do some of the things that I just wanted to walk through with you guys, do a live commentary showcasing some of the new additions. So the first thing I want to show off is the new vault. So you can see that it has a new face, a new user interface, but the really cool thing is, you see this? Page 1 of 2 for weapons. Look at that. 41 out of 72 slots. You can now hold 72 weapons in your vault. That's insane. I'm so excited about that. And then you can press right bumper if you're on Xbox over to armor, and you can then see there's page 101, but you can, that's just because of how many armor slots that I don't have filled here with my armor, but you can see 23 out of 72 slots are filled for armor. So you get 72 slots for weapons, 72 slots for armor. And then for your general materials, you get 36 slots now. That's amazing. I don't remember what the last one was that said completely. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the last material number was like 24, maybe? I know I was always almost close to filling it with the amount of stuff that I kept in the vault. So now that we have 36, I have no reason to not keep stuff in the vault now. So that's really exciting. That's a huge thing. And it's a huge thing that people have been asking for, but it's such a small change, but it impacts the game greatly. And people have been asking for it all year, so thank you, Bungie. I appreciate it. The next thing I want to show is the gunsmith. So this was just added today. Actually, I think it was just added a few hours ago, but now in the gunsmith, you have the field test weapons. So each weapon, you can only hold one at a time. And so today, each weapon has its own challenge that you have to do to level it. So I already purchased all the weapons, but I'll go over real fast. There's a fusion rifle, a pulse rifle, a rocket launcher, and then 2 sniper rifles. So like I said, I already purchased them. I'll go over real fast what each challenge is. So the first is the pulse rifle, and you have to make precision shots with this weapon to gather data. So what that means is you just need to get precision kills. Pulse rifle, which is going to be fairly easy. And I think this counts for PvE because, as you can see in one of the later 2 weapons, it specifies to use in Crucible. So I think you can use this anywhere. So just pull up, it's like Dark Below or some mission that just enemies of Thrall are just running at you, and you just get those precision kills really fast. This is one of the sniper rifles next. Make double kills with this weapon. So same thing. It doesn't specify Crucible, so I think you can just go into a PvE level and just get the double kills, kill the Thralls quickly, and you'll be fine. The rocket launcher, use against high-ranking enemies. So I believe that means kill enemies that are yellow barred, so majors or ultras with the rocket launcher. Pull up Cosmodrome Patrol, and then in the first area, go down to the basement. There's 3 hive ultras and majors that spawn. Just kill those. That challenge is going to be a cinch. It's going to be really easy. So the other 2, we have the fusion rifle and the sniper rifle. And these are the 2 that I was talking about. So it says using Crucible to gather data. And then it says using Crucible to gather data. So it seems like just get Crucible kills using these weapons and you'll get data gathered. I haven't even touched any of these because I just bought them. So after this video, I'm going to go and level these up and see what comes out of it. Okay, so next, there hasn't been a lot of visual changes. I mean, so the biggest thing probably is you can see Eris is no longer there and her ship is gone. We'll go over that in a second. But while I'm up here, I want to look at the bounty tracker. So for this user interface, you can see that the bounties have a more modern look. They're a little clean. The Crucible bounties are now on top of the Vanguard bounties, but there's also different bounties. So you can see defeat 50 Cabal. That one's the same. So it looks like they have a rotation of the old bounties and they have a fresh rotation of new bounties. Get 30 precision kills, get 30 kills without dying, get 30 precision kills using a primary weapon. So that'll actually go well with the new pulse rifle that I have to get precision kills with. So I'm definitely going to pick up that bounty later. Collect resource nodes, open chests, and kill enemies on the moon. So these are all, not all of them, but a lot of these are new bounties that we haven't seen before. So it's a nice little thing. Like I said, these are little changes that add a nice freshness to the game, make it feel new. So next, I brought up Eris, so that she's down here now. And the change for her is she no longer has quests. So you can still buy her class items, and you can still exchange black wax idols for heavy and special ammo. But she no longer has quests, so I hope you got her reputation done. Alright, let's move over to the Vanguard. Nothing's really changed with them except for they now offer missions. So you don't see the missions here, and these are the same. This is the same gear that they were selling before with House of Wolves, and the new gear will come Tuesday when Taken King comes out. But I talked about this in my last video. The missions, or I guess quests, I call them missions, but they're quests, and they look like this. So I have Path of the Voidwalker right now. Last night I did Path of Sunsinger already, and it's a 3-part quest. And the reward that I got for Path of Sunsinger is this bond. I can't use it yet because it requires level 40, but you can see it has 220 defense, which will raise my light level. And then it also holds its own intellect and discipline values, and then it has its own perks that you can choose from. So increase intellect, auto rifle focus, machine gun focus, and then this is a cool one. So increases your Vanguard reputation gains. So when you have this bubble unlocked and you have this bond for Warlock equipped, when you turn in bounties or do public events, your Vanguard reputation is going to increase like it would the Nightfall. So that's new. Crucible, the vendors haven't changed really. It's still the old gear. So that will change with the Taken King. Next thing I want to show, I wasn't aware before today how they were going to handle the factions, because I saw yesterday under quests where you have reputation, I saw that the factions were missing. I only had these 6 here. Now I have Dead Orbit because I already went over to the Dead Orbit vendor. But what happened was when I went over there, and I'll go over there now just to show you, you know, what I had to do, and it wasn't very complicated, but you got to make this choice carefully. At least I think you do, because I haven't figured out how to start gaining any reputation for the other vendors yet. So what I did when I got into the tower today was I went over to the Dead Orbit vendor, and a message popped up asking if I would like to plead allegiance to Dead Orbit. I was like, oh, of course, Dead Orbit's my favorite. That's why I went to him first. So I did that, and then I went back to my quests menu, and then I was able to see that I had Dead Orbit reputation, and it was back to what I had it set to before the patch 2.0. I had edged it almost to rank 10 for when Taken King comes out, and then I went over to the other vendors. So New Monarchy's up there, and then sorry,
help you, Guardian.
Not New Monarchy, but New Monarchy's on the other side, and then Future War Cult is up in this lounge area, and I couldn't pledge allegiance to either one of those factions. So when you're making a decision, take care on which one you actually want to commit to, because it seems like it's a commitment. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm trying to go in this blind. So if I'm wrong, correct me and let me know how I can pledge allegiance or switch allegiances to others at will, because I like getting reputation for all of them, because they all have different pluses. But Dead Orbit's my favorite. New thing for factions now, when you pledge allegiance, you can do material exchange. So they have Motes of Light donations. So, and then they have multiple other ones I'll go over in a second. But what donations do is they will give you more Dead Orbit reputation. So they have Motes of Light, weapon supplies, armor supplies, armor supplies again. So the old armor supplies, like for my Warlock, I have Hadronic Essence, Special Ammo, and Heavy Ammo. So you can donate these and get increased reputation gains for your faction that you've pledged allegiance to. So I've pledged allegiance to Dead Orbit. That's why I can do this. But if I go to either of the other factions, I can't pledge allegiance to them, and I cannot do a material exchange to increase my reputation with them. So that's something that maybe they'll unlock later, or maybe it's just something I missed. So like I said, let me know. We're going to head over to the other side of the tower really fast and check out what the speaker has in store for us. It's actually pretty cool. I thought that he would have the same old stuff, but I found that he was holding something a little bit special for people that I was thinking was missing when Destiny 2.0 came out. Let's go over there and see what he's got. Alright, so he's in the same spot.
Welcome back.
He doesn't have time to explain what he doesn't have time to explain. But if you approach him,
you will only
so he still has Ascendant Energy, Mode of Light, Glimmer Exchange. So that is different where you have these now. I believe I didn't use it. I only did it once or twice, but there was more stuff to exchange before. You could do Radiant materials, but now it looks like it's just Ascendant Shards and Glimmer. Anyway, this is what I was talking about. Equipment. So instead of having your class item like bonds, cloaks, and then butt towels, now you can buy ghosts. This was cool. This was one of the first things that I wanted to log in yesterday after my patch downloaded. I wanted in my mailbox to have a new ghost, and I didn't. And I was kind of disappointed, but you know, I figured out we would earn it later. And then when I was walking around the tower, I saw the speaker had ghosts. Not only are they a different color, they also have a defense value now, a value of a statistic. So this one's discipline, intellect, strength, discipline, intellect, strength, and then these two for require level 36, intellect, discipline, which is what I want, intellect, discipline. So these are level 36. We won't be able to use these until Taken King comes out and we can start leveling past 34. But not only do they have the stat bonuses, they also have these little bonuses here. So this one is Relic Iron Sensor. Detects and marks nearby relic formations. Relic Iron formations. That's awesome for when you're just doing patrols, screwing around. You don't really need to farm materials anymore, but it's just a nice little bonus to have. If you're walking by, you pull your ghost out,
need you out there,
see some Relic Iron, go ahead and pick it up, you know? So those are little things that they could have just made cosmetic. So the bonds used to be purely cosmetic besides earning faction reputation, Vanguard or faction or Crucible. But now they serve a higher purpose and they actually add more meta to the game, because now that your level is based off of experience and not your light level has a new purpose. So you get your light level now is the average of your attack and defense values. So when you have these new bonds and ghost shells that add defense, they can increase your light level. So now I have a 170 defense ghost, a 180 bond, and then if I actually put on some weapons that I have maxed currently, now I have 170 light level with a base level of 34. So it's a little thing, and they could have just made it purely cosmetic, but they added a whole new meta and strategy to the game, and I really like it and appreciate it. I think that's about it. They've changed some details about some of the characters, like some of the way that some of the characters look. Like the shipwright Amanda Holiday, she looks a little bit different now, but that doesn't change the game at all. They just kind of increase the detail of her character model. But other than that, that's my Destiny 2.0 tower walkthrough. Let me know in the comments if you found it helpful or if I missed something, and I'll go back, check it out, record it, and then put it in another video. In the meantime, check out my channel for more Destiny 2.0 stuff, and hope you guys have a good day, and hope your day's beer and Skittles. Peace. Hey guys, quick update. It looks like the allegiance badges that I was talking about earlier are in your inventory under missions, and you can see that I have my Dead Orbit faction badge here, and it looks like you can only hold one allegiance badge at a time, and you can only change allegiances once per week. So if I wanted to switch to Future War Cult, I would just abandon this one, and then I would grab the Future War Cult one, but I could only do that once per week. So I'll probably just stick with Dead Orbit for now.